Hi guys, welcome to the Weekend Scoop with me, Bolanle. I'm going to be recapping some of the most popular news stories that happened this week and were put up on the Scooper app. First off, we had the explosion that happened in Ibadan, where 3 people passed away and there were 77 injuries. Take a look. There was an unexplained explosion that sent shockwaves throughout the whole city. I called my mom and my mom actually said that she felt the explosion and she heard it, and she was very far from where it happened. Apparently, there was an explosion that happened in the area called Bodija.
At this stage, it's just to rescue anyone that is still under the rubble here, and also the people that have been taken to the hospital to give them care.
The only update that we really do have is that the identity of the minor has been identified and it is a foreigner. It's not been disclosed where the person is from, but we're going to be hoping that, everyone who is responsible for this terrible tragedy is brought to book. All right, moving on to another news story. Next up, we have the kidnapping of the sisters in Abuja. Take a look. Najiba, a 500 level quantity surveying student, Nadira, a 300 level zoology student, and Nabiha, a 400 level student of biological science, and their siblings were kidnapped alongside their father, Alhaji Monso. Now, from the recounted details, Alhaji Monso frantically called his brother, Abdul Fatai. He led the police to foil the abduction, but sadly, paid the ultimate price. The 2 policemen who were there were shot, and unfortunately, they were unable to capture and save the girls. No real updates. The young ladies have not been released yet, and we're just hoping and praying for their safety, and we're really wishing that they will be brought home. I want to hear from you guys, what do you think Nigeria needs to do when it comes to protecting its citizens, and how can security be beefed up so that we stop seeing incidences like this keep happening? Our last most popular news story of the week is definitely Abba Kyari. Take a look. Bring back Abba Kyari? Okay. Now, if the name rings to you, it's because he was tied to Hushpuppi. You guys remember our dear Hushpuppi, Instagram king. You guys remember that DCP Abba Kyari, a former deputy commissioner for the police and former head of intelligence response team, he and Hushpuppi, they were linked together. All right, let me quickly just joggle your memory. Although currently out on bail, Kyari's handprint was found in the $1.1 million fraudulent scheme with Hushpuppi, along with charges of dabbling in drugs and forgetting to mention a few extra money in his bank account. But now some folks calling themselves concerned Nigerians have released the idea that maybe President Tinubu should bring Kyari back. Why? Because we're having a serious issue with insecurity. Apparently, their logic goes something like this. Sure, he may have broken a few laws and forgotten his oath of office, but hey, he can catch the bad guys, right? Bad guy catching bad guy, using fish to bait fish. Okay, I think not. Are you trying to tell me that in the whole police force, with all the money and the budget for intelligence, this one, that one, because we know the intelligence budget is high, they cannot find someone who is competent enough to actually tackle this insecurity issue? Sometimes, I actually have to say this, that this is my issue with Nigerians. Like, we are our own problem, because we're like dogs that like to go back to our vomit. Abba Kyari, he committed a crime, and yes, he might be good at his job, but what precedence are we saying by saying we should bring him back? What are we saying? We're saying, oh, you beat me, but you didn't beat me so much, so let me go back to you. I always tell you that Nigerians were like victims of abuse. You know how when women go through domestic violence, they always go back to the abuser. Why? Because there's a weird, warped relationship there. There's this weird entanglement where you're like, oh, the person is bad, but they're not that bad. Or you want to go back to what is, how they'll say that it's better to go back to what you know than what you don't know. No. The solution to the insecurity is not to bring back Abba Kyari. The solution is to come up with a proper plan to protect the citizens and make sure that they're competent people in that office. That is the solution. Guys, make sure that you're checking out all the other news stories on the Scooper app. There are so many stories. There's gist, there's politics, there's entertainment, there's health. We got it all right here on Scooper app. And also share with your friends. I mean, let them see that in this 2024, you're knowledgeable. I beg, don't be a dullard like all those other people. I'll see you guys next time. My name is Bolanle. Bye.